What's going on, Fud Nation, and welcome back. Today we have a very exciting episode because it seems to me as though it's almost about time to call the bear market completely over. We have several indicators and several pieces of news that we're going to be presenting to you today to hopefully make that case. And most exciting of all, I'm going to get to reveal the exact reason why I have not been able to make as many YouTube videos over the recent months, because I've been so busy working on a project that I am truly passionate about and I believe will bring an entirely new audience to the crypto space. We're going to be covering everything today, from the markets to important figures and metrics that are marking the beginning of what could be a very powerful bull cycle here in crypto land. But before we do that, I want to present to you the cinematic trailer for my very own DApp, part of the DApp Evolution ecosystem that I created, which is focused almost entirely on bringing new users and new forms of adoption to cryptocurrency. We believe that DApps need to evolve, and one of the ways that we feel most passionately about that is through the use of games. Games are amazing ways to get new communities built, and the gaming industry has been explosive over the last few decades. So without any further ado, it is my great pride and privilege to present to you Pizza Heroes. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that sneak peek into my brand new gaming DApp, a whole universe built on the blockchain. We will be releasing a very extensive white paper tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you want any more information, feel free to go over to t.me/dappevolution. That's our Telegram group, and you can ask any and all questions that you want. Now, on to the news. As we take a look at the charts here, we can see that, pretty much the markets are fairly stagnant today. Bitcoin with less than 1% gain. There's small greens across the board here, but even so, we still have one big winner in DigixDAO. And what I'm most excited about is it really does start to feel like there is a bit of movement that is irrespective of Bitcoin. Yes, I know Bitcoin did pump from $38 up to $5,000, and that was what was the impetus of this most recent push. But you're seeing coins like Binance just continue to grow. And if we look at Binance's chart, if there's any bigger indication that a bull market is upon us, it's looking at what Binance has been able to do with their coin over the last few months. I mean, if you look pretty much since the beginning of the year, or since December of last year, Binance's chart goes only one way, and that's up and to the right. It's pretty hard to deny that this is a bull run, with Binance being about $4 back in December, and now it's here at a staggering almost $25. That means that Binance is not only way above its Bitcoin comparative from early 2018, which was of course the peak of the altcoin boom, but it's also ahead in US dollar value, which is something that almost no coin has been able to do. And that is an incredible feat that makes me feel as though anything is now possible here in crypto land. And I want to impress upon you guys that this is an amazing time to be in crypto. Right now could be the beginning of the biggest bull run in history. Want even more proof? Well, guess what? Bitcoin mining is once again profitable. This is one of the most important little pieces of analysis that a lot of people like to throw in there. Of course, how are Bitcoins created? You need a mining network, and without profitability, that mining network cannot sustain itself. So this profitability statistic here is very important, and seeing Bitcoin mining become profitable again means that those mines, that security, that upholding of the Bitcoin network can now continue to get back to business as usual. We have Willy Woo, one of the most famed technical analysts, saying that there's a 95% chance that the Bitcoin bottom is in. Now, if you didn't catch the bottom, have no fear. If any Bitcoin bull cycle in the past is an indication of the future, you have a lot more upside to gain. Right now, what it means is that we will most likely not be going down below 33 or 32. Now, is it possible that we break downwards? Of course, anything could happen here in crypto land. However, it does appear as though the bullish momentum has at least gained a little bit of ground. Does that mean that we're going to stay here? No, I'm expecting a lot more fluctuation, a lot more volatility, and that's just how it is here in crypto. But I think that there's something to be said about the momentum over the last 3 to 4 months being completely different than anything we saw over 2018. We also have our pal Tom Lee saying that alt season is upon us, pointing to a negative correlation between Bitcoin and the alts. I think that there's something to be said here. Altcoin season is, of course, a very fun season here in crypto. I'm not exactly a Bitcoin maximalist. I have a pretty diverse portfolio of altcoins, and so I love to see the alts pump because, of course, they tend to go supernova crazy when they pump. The alts just go insane, and that can be quite fun, almost a little bit Vegas-y, but hopefully this is the beginning of altcoin season, and we can see your favorite altcoin, insert here, be that magic winner of the day with those triple-digit pumps. We also have word that Gen Xers in Korea are now pouring on average $10,000 into cryptocurrency investments. $10,000 as in average. Guys, wrap your head around that. That is an incredibly high statistic, and it just shows you the true power of cryptocurrency movements in other countries. We all know that Asia is a hotbed for cryptocurrency. China, Japan, Korea. The Koreans on average spend more than any other country in the world, and seeing them get back to this true thirst for cryptocurrency is definitely, in my book, a prerequisite to another bull run, and hopefully this can continue. $10,000 is a lot for any household to be investing in anything, and if we think that that could potentially be extrapolated to other countries, just imagine if all 300 million Americans invested $10,000 in cryptocurrency. Do the math. Now we have a little statement from Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance. He said the Binance DEX does not challenge Ethereum. It doesn't even have smart contracts. It challenges ourselves, exchanges. And this is, of course, the real ethos of the Binance DEX, something I've talked about a lot, which is that the Binance DEX is really just looking at fixing problems with exchanges. Why are people getting hacked? Why are people losing crypto? How can we trade in a more secure way? Trading is a fundamental aspect of cryptocurrency. Moving funds, trading funds, doing it securely. And we all know that exchange hack has been the number one biggest issue with cryptocurrency management, storage, transmission over the past 10 years. It's not a secret. And so seeing that get fixed is a huge, huge deal. Obviously, there will be cries that this is not a true decentralized exchange, that Binance has too much control. But in the end, having that wallet-to-wallet trading experience is still a step forward, and I still support it. But again, no Binance success story, no Binance quote would be complete without, of course, an article about how Binance is becoming way too powerful. Now, I hear these all the time, the cries that Binance is becoming too powerful, and I see it all come down to the concept that, they can delist a coin here. And this is what this article says, is that because Binance delisted Sonam, that their project is now considered dead. And of course, that means that Binance has way too much power. I, however, disagree. I think that if a coin getting delisted from any exchange means that it's dead, it means that the project isn't a good project, that they don't have a big enough community, and that the project doesn't have its own legs and isn't fit for success anyway. That's just my opinion. I also believe that if people think Binance is too powerful, they should simply stop using it. However, we've seen that Binance has produced high quality products, a trading environment that brings people, traders to the floor, and I personally predict that they will continue to hold the mantle as the most powerful, most popular exchange in the world. And so I do not believe that these cries that they're too powerful are that valid. I think that it's just part of the cryptocurrency movement that there will be big companies that arise, big companies that bet early. Changpeng Zhao is a permabull. He's always buying Bitcoin at any price. And that's the kind of mentality that's going to create these big winners. So, feel free to disagree with me. I obviously have my opinion. You're free to have yours. But I think Binance is not too powerful. I think they're doing something that will contribute to a good thing in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, which is very easy wallet-to-wallet trading. And hopefully they can make that the norm in places like Coinbase and other big exchanges across the world. We also found out that, Mt. Gox will be crediting back the people who were harmed by the hack with part of their Bitcoin. So I guess we'll see if that actually happens. This saga, this epic story of Mt. Gox continues. And then here's a cool ad that was spotted. Crypto Without Chaos, the Gemini exchange. Big shout out to the Winklevoss twins for being huge proponents of cryptocurrency and making this cool ad. We also have a presidential candidate, Andrew Yang, who's not only trying to do some pretty interesting things, he's been making all kinds of news. But he's also running on a platform that includes cryptocurrency, where he wants to deploy a framework for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So Andrew Yang doing some pretty progressive things here. Interesting to hear what people think of Andrew Yang. Can't hate anyone who's pro crypto, right? We also have a not so surprising study here that millennials are the most likely to invest in cryptocurrencies, and of course the most worried of a stock market crash. Yeah, that's probably true. The millennials were always just so anxious, and cryptocurrency seems like it's this revolution that would solve a lot of these problems. We're also down to try new things. We're probably the youngest generation with the most money at the moment. Maybe Gen Z will come to back us up. I'm sure they will. And that's just a sign of the times. Cryptocurrency is the future. Of course, I'm not saying the stocks are the past. I'm just saying that crypto is the future. And yes, millennials, we tend to be a little anxious. I thought this was fun. If Bitcoin hits $1 million, what would happen? We have Satoshi Nakamoto would have 1,100 billion. That's $1.1 trillion in Bitcoin. We'd have the Bulgaria government with $213 billion. Winklevoss twins shortly after that. Roger Ver, Barry Silbert, Anthony Gallippi, Tim Draper, Charlie Shrem, and the US government. Not too shabby. And another sign of adoption, here's a cool video that sort of shows and tracks, adoption of the internet over the course of the first few years of commercial internet. And, people love to make the comparisons between the internet and cryptocurrency. I think in some ways it holds water, in some ways it doesn't, but it's just interesting to see how the internet caught on over the course of months, the early months of its life cycle in the early 90s. Here, if we skip ahead, we see the United States was about 30% in mid 1998, and that's almost 10 years in. That's about where we are right now. I'd say cryptocurrency is way behind, but then again, trying new forms of entertainment and data transmission, we hop on those a little bit more easily than new forms of money. So maybe this revolution of money needs to go a little bit slower. Maybe there's more powers fighting against it. We shall see, but I found this very interesting, and I hope that one day we can see the numbers of cryptocurrency adoption racing up like you're seeing here in this chart. Well, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I would really, truly appreciate it if you hopped in my Telegram group, t.me/dapevolution, and ask any questions you have about my upcoming DApp game universe built on the blockchain. We really think this can help get blockchain and cryptocurrency into the hands of young people, new audiences across the world that really don't have interest in investing, but we can get them playing, earning cryptocurrency, trading and managing blockchain assets in a new, fun, completely different way. So I'm really passionate about this project. Let me know if you guys are excited about it too. Obviously, if you have any comments about what I covered today, leave them in the comment section below. And if you're not subscribed to FUD TV, hit that sub button and click that little bell notification. As usual, I'm Elio Trades. You're watching FUD TV, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.